In this Star Wars FPS game news update video, I will be sharing with you some new details about its gameplay. Before we do get into today's news though, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future news updates on Respawn's Star Wars shooter. So this game is easily one of the most anticipated Star Wars games that we know are in development currently. Even though details have been light on it, I can finally share with you some new details, and this comes from Respawn themselves as well as a reputable insider. In case you aren't aware, Respawn say that this game is going to be a story-driven first-person shooter built in Unreal Engine 5. It is also inspired by Dark Forces and Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. There has been no indication so far to suggest this game has any sort of multiplayer, and with it being called a story-driven game, you can expect it to be focusing on single player. So you're probably wondering, what's this new information I've got to share with you coming from Respawn? Well, I have been taking a look at their job listings for this game, and recent job pages included some new details. The first one we will be taking a look at reveals that the game will feature some level of destruction. The job role is for a senior destruction artist. Whoever gets this job will be responsible for bringing Respawn's gameplay environment to life with destructive gunplay interactions. So that's a key thing, destructive gunplay interactions. This will include both real-time and baked simulation of destruction. The artist will also drive the visuals of the gameplay destruction systems and help make the destruction detailed and satisfying. It is also suggested that the destruction in this game will be made using Unreal's Chaos Destruction system. Epic's description of Chaos Destruction is a high-performance physics and destruction system. Game developers can achieve cinematic quality visuals in real time with massive scale levels of destruction and unprecedented control for the artists. From what I've read online, this system is built to be used offline in a single-player game and isn't great for multiplayer stuff. That's why the former Battlefront and Battlefield developers creating the multiplayer game called The Finals has created an incredible physics engine for their completely destructible environments, which are phenomenal. You can blow up every building if you want to. It is always possible that Respawn have created their own physics engine like the Finals team, and they are just looking for people that are familiar with Chaos Destruction because it's similar. But all of this is just speculation. The next job listing is for a senior lighting artist. The webpage says they need to create immersive lighting designs that enhance the narrative and gameplay objectives while adhering to 60 FPS performance requirements. So that basically confirms that they are targeting 60 frames per second, presumably across all platforms at all times. This is not entirely unexpected for a Respawn shooter. The Respawn philosophy started with the original Call of Duty game being 60 frames per second from the get-go, and all of those games were 60, and then the team that became Respawn from Call of Duty stuck to 60 again for Titanfall. On to the lead narrative systems designer job. The page says this game will be a cutting-edge, story-driven FPS. The cutting-edge comments suggest that they are really looking to raise the bar. There will also be both combat and non-combat NPCs, and this worker needs to adapt and explore new ways to bring characters and moments to life that blends seamlessly with gameplay. So we are definitely going to be getting quite a bit of story content. The game will also be an incredibly rich, dynamic and responsive FPS experience, according to the senior visual effects artist role. All of these things are probably what we expected from Respawn and this game, but at least we now know and have actual confirmation from themselves, technically. The next bit of information does not come from Respawn publicly, but inside sources have told a reputable journalist what the game will be like in terms of gameplay. Jeff Grubb, who has a great track record when it comes to inside information about games, says this game will have stylized action and movement, and it will be very kinetic. I don't think many people will be surprised by this given Respawn's pedigree with Titanfall and Apex. For me, this is by far my most anticipated Star Wars game. I absolutely love all of Respawn's games, so them getting to make a Star Wars FPS is a dream come true. I just hope that they put a multiplayer mode, even if it is a base to build off, because we need one. Some people don't, and that's fine. This game can still have an incredible story mode that is not a short one either. Titanfall 2 was an incredible story, a little bit on the shorter side, but this game's going to have a longer development cycle. As for when this game will come out, we don't know yet. It was announced to be in development in January 2021, and it could still be 2 years away, which is fine. Respawn always deliver, however. The reason why I think it may still be more than a year away is because Respawn are still hiring for senior employees that will be dictating parts of this game. You just wouldn't be doing this with a year to go. I really hope I'm wrong, but that's just the feeling I'm getting off a lot of the job listings that have popped up over the past few weeks and months. Yes, there are currently 5 jobs at the time of recording this video, but over the past few months there have been around 20 to 30. At its peak there were over 20 job listings at one given time. All of those have seemingly been filled though. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what I've shared with you today in this video. Let me know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, subscribe so you don't miss any future videos on this game, and if you missed any of my previous videos, click on the playlist on screen right now, and I shall see you in my next video. Goodbye.